Ever wondered how the rich keep getting richer? It's like they've got this secret playbook, and they're the only ones who know the rules. Well, today, we're throwing open the vault and exposing 10 money secrets the wealthy use to build fortunes, while most people struggle to make ends meet. These are the strategies nobody wants to tell you about, the real game changers that can take you from ordinary to extraordinary. Let's dive in. Look, let's be real, trading your time for money is the most common way to make a living. You clock in, you put in your hours, you get a paycheck. But here's the thing, the rich? They play a different game entirely. They understand that true wealth isn't built on hours worked, it's built on assets. Think about it. When you're working a 9 to 5, you're limited by the number of hours in a day. But when you own assets like real estate, stocks, or a business, those assets are out there working for you 24/7, generating income even while you sleep. Imagine waking up to your investments making more money overnight than you do in a day at your job. That's the power of passive income. That's how the wealthy build generational wealth, not just a paycheck-to-paycheck existence. This isn't about getting rich quick, it's about changing your mindset, about thinking long-term. The rich don't just work for money, they make their money work for them. And that's a fundamental difference in how they approach wealth building. I know, you've been told your whole life that debt is bad, right? And yeah, there's no doubt that bad debt like high-interest credit card debt can absolutely wreck your finances. But what they don't tell you is that the rich use debt all the time, but they use it strategically. They use something called good debt. Good debt is when you borrow money to invest in an asset that's likely to appreciate in value over time. Think about real estate, for example. You can buy a rental property with a mortgage, rent it out for more than the cost of your mortgage payments, and boom, that's leverage. You're using debt to build wealth. The wealthy understand that sometimes you need to spend money to make money. They're not afraid to take calculated risks, to use debt to their advantage. They leverage loans to acquire income-producing assets, to scale their businesses, to multiply their wealth. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying you should go out and rack up a ton of debt. What I am saying is that understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt is crucial. The rich use debt as a tool. It's about being smart, strategic, and knowing how to leverage debt to your advantage. The traditional education system is designed to teach you how to be an employee. You go to school, you get good grades, you get a job, and while there's nothing wrong with that path, it's not necessarily the path to wealth. The rich understand that the most valuable asset you have isn't your degree, it's your skills. They're constantly investing in themselves, in learning new skills, in expanding their knowledge base. Think about it. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors of all time, is a voracious reader. He's constantly learning, constantly adapting, and that's what you need to do if you want to build wealth. The good news is, you don't need to go back to school to invest in yourself. There are countless resources available online, from free courses to paid programs that can teach you valuable skills like sales, investing, digital marketing, coding. The list goes on and on. The key is to identify the skills that are in high demand and that align with your interests and goals. Invest in yourself, become an expert in your field, and watch as your earning potential skyrockets. Chapter 4. The wealthy pay less taxes. Now, before you get any ideas, I'm not talking about doing anything illegal. The rich aren't evading taxes, they're minimizing them legally. They understand the tax code and they use it to their advantage. They work with savvy accountants and tax attorneys who know all the ins and outs of the system. They utilize deductions, credits, and loopholes that the average person might not even know exist. One of the biggest ways the wealthy reduce their tax burden is through business ownership. Businesses have access to a whole host of deductions and write-offs that individuals don't. Real estate is another popular avenue for tax advantages. Depreciation, for example, allows you to deduct a portion of your property's value each year, even if the property is appreciating. The point is, the rich are strategic about their taxes. They don't just hand over their hard-earned money without exploring every legal way to reduce their tax liability. And that's something we can all learn from. Chapter 5. The rich don't save, they invest. Look, saving money is important, don't get me wrong, but if you're serious about building wealth, you can't just stash your cash in a savings account and call it a day. Inflation is a real thing, and it eats away at the value of your money over time. The wealthy understand that the key to growing your wealth is to put your money to work. They invest in assets that have the potential to appreciate in value, assets like stocks, real estate, and businesses. Investing in the stock market, for example, allows you to own a piece of some of the world's most successful companies. As those companies grow and their profits increase, the value of your shares goes up, and you benefit from that growth. Real estate is another powerful wealth-building tool. As populations grow and land becomes more scarce, the value of real estate tends to rise over time. Plus, you get the added benefit of cash flow if you rent out your properties. Chapter 6. Relying on a single source of income is risky business. If you lose your job, your business goes under, or something unexpected happens, your entire financial world can come crashing down. The wealthy understand the importance of diversification. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. Instead, they create multiple streams of income, so if one dries up, they've got others to fall back on. Think about it, a successful entrepreneur might have their main business, but they also might have investments in real estate, stocks, or other businesses. They might even have passive income streams from things like online courses, royalties from books or music, or affiliate marketing. Creating multiple income streams is like building a financial safety net. It gives you peace of mind knowing that your financial well-being isn't dependent on a single source of income. It's about being proactive, about taking control of your financial future. Chapter 7. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the cycle of consumption. We're bombarded with advertising telling us we need the latest gadgets, the newest clothes, the biggest houses. But the truly wealthy understand that real wealth isn't about how much you consume, it's about what you create. Think about it. The people who become wealthy aren't the ones who spend all their money on the latest iPhone. They're the ones who create the iPhone, the ones who build the businesses, the ones who develop the products and services that everyone else wants. Instead of spending all their time and money on entertainment, the wealthy are busy building. They're starting businesses, writing books, creating art, investing in real estate. They understand that true fulfillment comes from creating something of value, not just consuming what others have created. So, ask yourself, what are you creating? What value are you bringing to the world? Because that's where real wealth, both financial and personal, is built. Chapter 8. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, the wealthy stand apart with their unwavering focus on the long game. They understand that true wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of years, even decades of disciplined saving, investing, and smart decision-making. While the average person might be focused on the next paycheck, the next vacation, or the latest gadget, the wealthy are thinking years, even generations ahead. They're building businesses that will last, creating legacies that will benefit their families for years to come. They understand the power of compounding. They know that the earlier they start investing, the more time their money has to grow exponentially. They're patient, they're disciplined, and they're not swayed by short-term market fluctuations. This long-term mindset is what allows the wealthy to weather economic storms, to capitalize on opportunities, and to build lasting wealth that can be passed down through generations. Now that you know these secrets, which one will you start using today? The rich don't just know these rules, they take action. If you're ready to build wealth, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more life-changing financial tips. It's time to stop just dreaming about wealth and start building it. Remember, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the willingness to take action.